This is Bob with KDS Models USA. We're going to be talking about several pages on the A7 build here, and we'll be talking about page 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, I got this the tail all laid out here with an exploded view of where all the washers go. So I wanted to be sure and go over this part of it as we look at the tail grips and as we look at the tail rotor hub, and just kind of give you an idea of how these washers are. Now, I would definitely recommend that you break your tail rotor blade grips down like this. Be sure and get some bearing grease in here on these bearings to make sure that those are in place and good, and make sure that you got plenty of grease in there. Also, something that you want to make sure that you get correct, get a set of calipers. Make sure that this washer right here is the larger washer and that it goes in first. So I've got this laid out exactly how the blueprints show, and you see here that we've got the tail rotor hub here, and then we've got our blade grips here, and then we show the lineup of washers that are here. So you want to be sure and put this washer in. There is a bearing on the inside here, and this washer goes on top of that bearing, and then we start stacking these bearings back in, or these washers and bearings back in place here. So I just wanted to show you here on this end. You'll see that there's also a bearing that will go into the end there. You want to be sure and Loctite here and here. Loctite your nut back onto your drive here, which will be up here on that part. And once again, one of the nice things about this way this model is put together is all the screws and bolts are all in the proper place. You'll want to pay close attention now back to page number 20. Back up this area here, you want to make sure that you use green Loctite on this area here, making sure that all of your screws are Loctited in there with green Loctite, so that there's no moving around in here, and you can see how your parts go in there. And that's another nice thing about this, is those parts already have the gear, the drive spiral bevel gear there, and then also it's already got the pin that's in there in place as well. So be sure to follow the blueprints on this, and make sure that you get plenty of Loctite on this and get this all in place, and then that'll go on your torque tube and you'll be ready to go with that. So you can see each one of the components here, the front end and the back end. This one here with the back end of the torque tube, that's going to be on the front end. And so this build is coming along great, and I just want to take an opportunity to show you on the tail how all those pieces go together. So I hope this helps. Thank you. Have a great day.